All right, it's the end of the day. Here's the wrap up for today. Really strong move on the S&P 500. We're actually we went as far as getting about 2 points off of the all-time high, and then we retrace. So we may make that move and break the all-time high tomorrow. There's a slight divergence on the daily, but really this is going to have to trade off to trigger that. I mean, we could just break right through that high and keep on moving. You could say that the daily is bullish. That's a higher low right there. So looks like we're heading up. It looks like we're heading up, and I'm quite certain that the 60-minute is looking very positive. Yep, 60 minutes looking pretty good. It's rolling over a little bit. Perhaps we could build a double top tomorrow and trade off a little bit, but that would not be a terrible thing. We could get a little retrace. I would be comfortable seeing it around 42.25 before it continues its march up. And it's logical. We had a good, strong run over the past 2 days. So everything's looking bullish. Obviously, everybody's happy with what the Fed said, but we expected that from the Fed. It's just remarkable how we came off one of the worst weeks since, I believe they said, March of last March, and we just retraced 4 days in 2 days. That's really incredible. So a little bit of a pullback wouldn't be unheard of, but there's a lot of strength there. And let's go through some of the securities that people are interested in. BB. BB actually turned around too. That's interesting. Hit that support right there and then rebound. It looks like the daily momentum is starting to roll. That's encouraging. People starting to get money back in there. So that's what it looked like needed to happen, that the Feds just needed to get out of the way and then the buying can begin. The 60-minute is very positive. And I mean, if I was going to take the trade, there's really no trade on a technical until it breaks that trend line right there. Once it breaks that trend line, then you could kind of look for that thing to start moving upward. And then we'll have a look at CLOV on the daily. I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling so encouraged about CLOV. I don't like that long tail to the upside. The momentum's flattening. That's good. I'm going to have to see this break the high tomorrow to get encouraged. But as far as a trading pattern, there's really no entry here. Nothing to motivate me to go long other than, the hype and get into it and try to figure out if it's going to work or not. But here on the 60, again, we have a bullish momentum, and I really can't tell what it's building. So I would say until it breaks that 14, there's no trading entry for me. I'd have no interest in it until it breaks that 14, and then I could look for a move up. I would like to see maybe it consolidate and trade down. It could build a little cup and handle and then pop through that. I can get a nice low entry right here if I had an interest in taking it, and then see where it goes from there. And then lastly, we have AMC, which is the point of most concern these days. Well, the daily momentum is fading off, but this is a nice strong bar with a wick to the bottom, and it's closing up high. It's closing off its highs. 58 was its high. On the daily, there really is no entry for me until it breaks 64, and I suspect if it breaks that 64, actually this high right here of 64.96, I think that you're going to see a lot of buying come into that right there. If you want a cheaper entry, if you're looking to get involved with this thing, we've already looked at the daily. this momentum hasn't really turned around yet, and this is a lower low, so I'm not really looking for an entry on this right now. I'm still holding that I think that was 64.98, yeah, as a good entry, even on the 60-minute. But it made a good showing today. But obviously, you are in this channel. This tail might even be overdone. I think you can put a support right there. Call that support, and you guys are trading in this channel, and nothing's going to happen until you break out of this channel. I mean, no major move. You're just going to fight your way. Although there's a pretty nice channel. I mean, you're talking about roughly 12 points. But that's what you're looking at. So you want to see that break above the 64.98. And last but not least, the other focus of everybody's attention is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's taking a beating because of China. But look at that. Even despite a little Chinese news on the 60-minute, it rebound. And even the momentum is turning around. So this looks like a good entry right there at the 33,270. And then you're obviously going to hit a little congestion up around the 35.22 mark. And on a daily for Mr. Bitcoin, look at that, nice hammer. So tomorrow, if it breaks that, I'd say that starts moving. I mean, obviously the momentum is bullish. So breaking that hammer, that'd be a trade if I was interested in taking it. So that's it for the market, and we got the Feds out of the way pretty much. I think one or two guys, a couple of governors speak, I think, until Thursday. But the real influence is what Powell says. It's not that he is the end-all, be-all and the last word, but he is representing the opinion of the whole panel. So you're going to have some guys who are hawkish and some guys who are dovish, and he's going to take the general consensus, and that's the way the Fed is going to move. If more guys turn hawkish, then obviously he'll have to take a different position. But to tell you the truth, for him to speculate what they're going to do and how long they're going to hold rates down is kind of absurd. So I mean, the general idea right now is this is what it looks like, but it's really indicative of what data comes out between now and the next meeting, and that's how they'll decide whether they will or won't raise inflation, raise interest rates. And inflation is going to be the topic and the focus, and honestly, you start hearing some verbiage about easing up tariffs with our allies and things like that, and that's going to go a long way to ease inflation. The unemployment rate spiked the last report, so that was kind of a shock, and that lends towards fighting inflation. We have non-farm payrolls. Not this Friday, but I believe next Friday. So expect really a sedate market until those non-farm payrolls come out, and we'll see what that has to say, and that's going to affect interest rates. So if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support the channel, I put a PayPal link in my description, and any help will go to improving the video and the quality of our presentations, and support the Free Folk Nation over here at Off the Grid Trading. I post some videos, training videos, just to give you an idea of how I look at the market and what my entries are, and really for the novice, these trading 101 videos are, so that they know what support and resistance is, and pivot, and how to tell what a trend is, and things of that nature. So that's good information. And then if you have questions, you're always welcome to hop onto my stream and figure out or ask me questions about the training video or what I'm doing at the time. And you could trade right alongside me and see what happens. And these are tried and true setups and entries. There's no magic here. It's not special. It's used throughout the industry. industry, and most professionals use the same thing. And that's the key to trading. You want to be doing what everybody else is doing, hop on the shirt tails of the pros and just ride the move in the markets. A little rough during the season, being that it's summer, but I appreciate everybody stopping in and having a listen. If you like what we're doing, like I said, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I drop these. Hit the like because it goes a long way. And hey, hit the PayPal app and support the channel. So happy trading and good luck.